have to look at that later. Well, hello. Welcome to Minecraft. Okay. How is everyone doing? Oh, good, I hope. Let me get my chat overlay open. We're gonna do some more Minecraft work in the castle, I think. How's the volume come through? Nice. Just always gotta double check. Get this up. Like that. Like that. Cool. Now let's get YouTube. Is it gonna work? Hey, it's actually working today. Nice. Live chat. Cool. Now I do want to quickly do something before we get started. Hey, it means. Hey, welcome, myself. I've been doing good, thank you. How about yourself? I've had a pretty good day, thank you. Okay. We are having a little bit of issues with the server at the moment, so I'm just gonna quickly. Yeah, maybe we upload it again. Maybe then it'll work. We'll have to restart the server real quick, that's fine. Yeah, how are you doing? We're gonna be doing a bit more. Oh, why am I getting, like, for some reason on the server recently I've been getting really bad lag and I'm not sure why. And I know it's not me, it's the server, because like, I can stream fine, but this for some reason is lagging. First, hey, welcome, man. First, hey, congrats on being first on Twitch. Congratulations. Put this away. How are you doing? How's your holiday going? I'm break it. Oops, sit up here. I'm doing fine. Just felt weird this week because kind of missing your streams. Oh, I missed them. That's no problem. 98 today. Wow, nearly to the big 100. Everything is great. Leaving tomorrow. Hey, nice. Things be going back to normal then. Is it finished installing? Let's have a look. It says it has, but it also hasn't. Yeah, so yeah, I am back. So hey, welcome back. So today is gonna be the last day I leave as soon as I appear. That's no problem. Ended. Okay, wait, I have to stop the server real quick. It's gonna kick me off. That's fine. That's perfectly fine, as you know. Holiday is quite a good reason. Now you gotta enjoy your holiday while you can. Okay, we do have an issue. This mod, the blimming mod that the plugin that we use so Bedrock players can join is breaking, which means we might have a problem with Bedrock people joining. Because I'm getting error code. I just noticed when I went on to it just now. We get error codes whenever they try and whenever the server tries to use the plugin. Oh no! What you said it's done? 70.6k. Wow, that is a lot. Fair play. What's 100? Yeah, very impressive. What's the latest update? Maybe it's a bug or something from bug mod. No, the mod is, I think it's outdated. And due to that, it's being a bit problematic. It doesn't tell me what Minecraft support. Indicate Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Yeah, but it doesn't tell me what version it supports, which is a problem. So I'm hoping getting there. Yeah, before long you'll be there in no time. Yeah. Anyway, as I said, leaving today. Enjoy the stream. I hope you're doing good. Hey, thank you. I am doing good. And thank you for stopping by. It's greatly appreciated. Yeah, the plugin just doesn't want to work. Supported versions. There you go. This can be helpful. I think, guys, Bedrock. It only currently supports. Oh, it doesn't support 1.2. Ah, that's a problem. Oh, that's a problem. It doesn't support the newest version. Ah. Okay, so that was misleading because I was under the impression that it was. Because I saw it saying temporary to pay method, and because I read somewhere that it was for 1 point. Okay, this is annoying because when I got it, it showed it as 26.2 was working. Issue is now it's not. 26.2 is not active for this version of Minecraft, which is a problem now because anybody who plays in Bedrock can no longer join the server. That is a problem. So how can we fix it? We can't. It means we can't fix it. That's the problem. We can't fix it till they put out the mod update. If it blah, Bedrock do not support it using guys holder. Above. From here, paper version not supporting Java 12 can add to the start. I'm going to allow people to run in 21. Bedrock, you need to disable chat signing. Yep, so we are. Yeah, there isn't anything we can do about that, which is problematic because it does mean 2 of our members now can't join, one of which was one of the most active people, which is unfortunate. So the permanent thing of Bedrooks will get kicked out. Well, until they update, until the mod gets updated, I can't do anything about it. We also can't backdate the server. We can't go back in updates. Yeah, and we can't go back in versions because, well, going back in versions tend to break things. So, yeah, we just have to deal with it. I'm just gonna have to keep an eye out for when it gets live. It might not go live. I really hope it does soon. The Ice and Shadow won't be able to join for a while, which is unfortunate. Ice is one of the most active people. Yeah, so I'll have to put a warning just to let them know. But that's really annoying because when I was reading it up, but when I first installed it, I didn't get the error codes. And after not getting the error codes, I presumed it was working. And where I read online said it was currently up, it was on the newest version. So both of those things have kind of meant to be this predicament now. But oh well. So moving on from that, I want to now work on this. We're gonna have to work on this now. It's looking cool. We just need to outline it. Also, the server's lagging a lot. More specifically, I'm lagging on it, which is weird because I don't normally lag on online games, apart from a very set few. So this, I think we want it to be tall. Is this a 2-block center? Yes, it is. That sucks. Let's build this up. I want this to go up, I do. Oops. Well, you started building the castle? Yes, I did. The castle is now in construction. We're just getting the outline done. So cool. Hey, thank you. Yeah, so let's go here. 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 Yeah. I might have to pop down to get a drink. For some reason I got really dry throat today. I don't know why. Hope I'm not getting sick. That would suck. Getting sick is not fun. Especially since I'm going to be out of here soon. And I'm going to have... Well, I'm trying to edit a bunch of videos. So when I go away... Because I'll be on break for a decent chunk of time. Oh no! Oh no! I just realized something. Well, other than this game being stupidly laggy, I'm so mad at myself for not seeing the castle being built. That's alright. Okay, so we have got a problem here, because if we look here, that's 3, that's fine. That's 2, that's fine. That's 2, that's fine. That's 2. No, it isn't. Where is... Wait, where did we go wrong? Okay, yeah, so this starts 1 block too far back, which means all of this is slightly out, which means the more accurate description of where it should... Is it? Yeah, here. I can't remember last night. I couldn't breathe, so now I feel... Yeah, that's not a fun day. It's actually meant to be more like... More like this. Yeah, that is what it's meant to look like, which is then asymmetrical from this side. But the issue is that isn't the case because the wall isn't in the correct spot. So we're gonna have to fix this before we do anything else. Very important we fix that because that's going to get annoying if it's not fixed. Also, oh yeah, also, we got some of the new stuff. We got all the sulfur, and I got some sulfur cubes. So we could do something cool with that. Oh, what is with the lag? I might have to go with a new server provider, honestly. They've been helpful in like tech support, but outside of that, oh, I need my other pickaxe. Outside of tech support, this have left much to be desired. Server lagging, the incompatibility with stuff. There's a few things that are making me rethink it. But then saying that they do have some of the best price, some of the cheapest pricing for servers, which is nice because I don't like spending an arm and a leg on it. But I'm glad the inside of this room hasn't been done. Otherwise that would have made this a little bit more difficult. Okay, now we just build it back up like this. Luckily, it's not that hard for us to fix. Really. Which I'm glad, because if it was, it would be a lot worse. Yeah, so we just basically got to keep doing this until we put it back to the way it's supposed to be. It shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Okay, so how do I build? Grab the dirt. Pop that here. You here. Into this. And we just keep doing this until it's all nice and full. I'm gonna do this a few times because, you know, there's a few tweaks we need to make. Unfortunate that this happened. That's the issue when you build big things. You gotta check. And yeah, it's so easy to miss. What projects did you finish building on this week's streams, which I've missed? This week, well, I think only thing we've done this week is start the The only thing I've done this week is start building the... What's we call it? To start building the castle. So that's the only thing you missed this week. Overall, recently, we've finished doing the air balloon. The air balloon's been finished. We've also made a... Finished making the creeper farm. And the outside's been decorated. And... Oh, no, don't go there. Outside of that, I don't think we've really finished any other projects. Not that many, at least. Okay, now it gets a little bit more... Wait a minute, this one needs to go. We need to remove this one. Why did I have to misbuild it? That's so annoying. We've got a rocket, so I can go back up. Ow. That, and then we remove this one. There's nothing worse than tearing down a build. Even if I am going to rebuild it. There's something annoying about it. Okay, so I didn't miss anything yet. Yes. No, you didn't miss too much now. The only thing you missed was the outlining, which did take a while, but... Okay, we're gonna forget now. I have 2 lots of resources. I can't just willy-nilly place it like I was before. Yeah, so you didn't miss too much. And obviously we didn't make too much progress with the castle because outlining takes a lot of work. So, you know, it's something that will always take... Well, I want to get the shape right, and took us a while to get with a shape I was happy with. But then it's not something we... Oh, Phantom, let's go sleep. That's not something I want to rush, because if I rush this and I don't end up liking the... Why did I go around the long way? There's literally a hole right there. If you rush it and I don't like the design after building it, it's kind of tough luck. Which is why I want to actually focus on making it exactly how I want it. Which is why we're bothering making an outline and then building the castle. That way we can get it we hopefully then get it done on the first try. Actually, where does this next pillar need to be? Ow, why did I hurt so much? So, next one needs to be here. Whee! Ow. Place that there. Like this. Put some of these in. And just trying to keep the gradient alive as much as possible. Because the gradient is very nice. And gradients are important in a build. Making sure we keep as much of that alive as possible is important. No, I know I saw a video of a guy building beautiful homes in Minecraft, did like 5 of them. Bloody lag. This lag is insane. No guy video homes in Minecraft. I did like 5 of them on the right side correctly, but getting on one of the houses slightly wrong on the left side wrong because I miscounted. Oh yeah, that is the worst. It is the worst when that happens. And rebuilding them can be very time consuming because you gotta build, you gotta then take it all apart, take it all down just to rebuild. It takes time. And not everyone's willing to do that, which is, you know, okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm very much a completionist. I like everything being perfect. which just means it takes me longer to get it done then because I've got to rebuild stuff. But the thing that my issue is now, if I don't do this now, I'm forever going to notice this one little detail being out, so it's kind of essential I fix it now. One of the houses on the left was smaller than the others. Ooh, that's annoying. Yep, I can see how that would annoy you. There we go. I think that is now correct. 1. Okay, so that's a 1, then a 2, then a 2 1s. Okay, yep. 2 1s here, then a 2, then a 2, then a 2, then a 3, and yeah, okay. This is now all back. We have now built this correctly, which is good. It's now back to how it was meant to be originally. Is it still a 2-block center? Yes, it is still a 2-block center. But the shape on it is now correct. Oh, I missed. It is now correct. And it's no longer off. Although it does mean I want to pick up this and then replace these out to make sure we get them correctly. So now here, in by 1, then out by 2, then 2 singles, then down by 2, down by 2, and down by 2, and then down by 1, 2, 3, and then this one will then connect into here somewhere. That will then connect into here somewhere, which is into the main wall of the castle. It should now give us a rough idea. Oh, I jumped. Which what? We ended it right about here, which is in line there. So let's build a pillar up here, just so we can start like visualizing the shape of this build, which is going to be important. I will say this one thing that is kind of going to be noticeable, that this castle is going to be higher up than the blimp is, which is a little bit funny, but actually I don't think it will be actually. Well, I think the overall size will be higher. I think due to like this way the way the where the base of it is positioned, it shouldn't look that way. There we go. And really, this is the most important bit. It's just getting this all like pre-planned, because if we get this pre-planning stage wrong, or the shape is weird, it's not gonna look good. Okay, I do like that because it follows that. I also kind of think we should have a little like a raised bit coming off here, like kind of a big balcony almost. As for here, I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do. But let's see, like right here, we have this weird finishing point here. Do we want to keep this weird finishing point, or do we rather it be squared? I do think this looks more interesting though. That being said, I don't want this all the way up there. This roof finishes here. So this one, build this up a bit. I'm just gonna get all the proportions of this right. So do we want it on equal terms to this or less? I think we actually want it a bit less. Then we can have a nice grand roof on it. Yeah, like here. So then we go here, here. And then go here. A lot of this will have to be teared back down to actually build it, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it is a necessary sacrifice. It is a very necessary sacrifice, and once it's done, this was just going to ensure. It'll also make building it easier. When we got a template put in, it makes building a lot easier. Excuse me, so that's then connected up to the main body, which would be into here. Like that. That's a lot of H's and dashes. Like this. It's very important we get this right. I might be saying that a lot. That's because I am. But to emphasize just how important getting this done correctly is. Now let's go back over here. How does that look? Yes, it's not fully connected. So you have to kind of take the fact that this is going to be curving into it, perhaps. So the curve here. Then the curve would be like this. Also, this build is not symmetrical, and that is by design, which is something like most people are going to notice quite quickly. Is the fact that this is not symmetrical whatsoever. This is how it looks. The Acacia houses and the line between them are like green bushes between the other the houses. Okay, interesting way of seeing it. Like here's the end of this building. But what we do want to now put in is the roof. The issue with the roof we're going to have here is that the fact this is a weird shape. So the roof is going to have to kind of move with the build itself. Which is not a problem at all in any imagination. It's just going to be different. So we want maybe here, then here. Then here, and here, maybe we have a really pointed roof here. Where is the center? This kind of looks like the center-ish. No, not yet. This is the center here. Maybe we also change the roof design. Maybe we have it. Obviously, this is going to be a pointed roof at the moment. Is it like that? I just want to make sure I get the base done right. The base is done right, it means the rest of it will go in right. The 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 blocks on each, and then we keep this until it meets the middle. Again, another sharp roof, but that's kind of the idea. We want it a nice and sharp pointed roof. There we go. How does that look? That's a proof of concept for a roof. Okay, I like that. Because then it kind of holds on to that. Although, yeah, okay, I like that. Then that roof will barely intersect with the top roof. Like this. And then that will disappear into this roof, which is exactly what I want. How does that look? Okay, let me go get daytime. But I am liking this a lot. I will say the base of the roof is going to be a little bit weird. Like the sides are going to be a bit weirder due to the fact that the entire build, the roof will get wider the further back it goes. but that's simply because of how the base is. It kind of has to follow that without it looking disproportionately small. So we could have this on like this. And then the roof expands here. And then like here into there, which it will then kind of blend in to where this goes. Because where does the roof end? The roof end after here. The roof ends here. Let me connect these up. Like this. Connect this up. Just so we can actually start seeing shapes. As soon as we can start seeing shapes, it's going to make building so much easier. Then we can just start working it segment by segment, which is going to be good. And then this obviously then connected to here. Like that. Cool. Excuse me. Up we go. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Floating dream. Okay, let's see how this sounds like. Now that should now give us a bit more of an idea of what it's going to look like when this... Okay, yes. Now, so that little bit there has just added so much more structure to it. It doesn't look apart now. It looks like one structure. Honestly, I kind of like it. It is very abstract, sure. It is definitely abstract. That is definitely the case. Over here, what does it look from this view? It looks okay. I think we do need to just add some structure in. So again, we have a pillar running up here. Anyway, I can't wait for the castle walls to start being... castle walls to start being built. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. The one thing I will say, and this is... Hey, welcome, Sky. And one thing I will say that's gonna be horrible is the resources for this. The amount of resources we're gonna need is going to be astronomically expensive. They are not going to be... This is not going to be a cheap build by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, so now we've got an issue here. There's an arch here, obviously. But where is the back wall here? Where do we want the wall that's going to intersect it? Because this... Maybe we have it where the arch is and we move the arch forward one. Even though the arch is kind of the building? Oops. That's kind of going to be a bit weird. I built the cool arch. But it's going to make building the structure itself a little bit awkward, I think. But nothing we can't solve on the actual building aspect when we get to it. I have gathered some resources in hopes of making a start. Which we can... I think we could my Shadow's able to join? That's surprising. I didn't think he'd be able to with the mod not working. Oh, I guess no, he's not on Java. He's a Java, okay. But I thought he's on... That's weird. Wait, what? That's weird. I think keep the arch and build it right there where the arch is. Yeah, the arch is cool. The only thing I'm concerned is the wall. If the wall is the arch, it's gonna look weird. So we need to put the main wall behind that. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh. Okay, yes, I'm not sure how to... See, this is gone. Those pillars are going to connect up to the roof. Hey, welcome, Tanjiro. It's just trying to get it. It's going to take a little bit of work to get it done. Here, I feel like I do like this. I want to have multiple pillars, but I think the 2 honestly works best. And then we have maybe a big window or something special here. So maybe it might be worth. New manga, I made quite a haul. Ooh, nice. Maybe I just start working on the wall. Because the issue we got here, this is cool. But we're going to have this, like, kind of, if we build it up, this wall here is kind of going to go into this. Like that. Right there, if we have the wall there. Which isn't going to look good. No. We don't want that. So maybe we actually have a base here. Oops. Whoa, I got paste. Weird. Okay. Maybe we keep it, but we knock this back down here. Yeah, I think this would have to be knocked back a block or 2. Just so we can... So this comes in, maybe? It comes up a decent bit, like here, maybe. And it just comes in. And then carries on. Like, it's gonna be a, What on earth? You asked me for spider eyes and left. Okay, interesting. I think he's back out on my base again. I presume he wanted spider eyes, but we'll see. Like, this entire thing doesn't have to be on show. Just half of it will do the trick. Then we can get the... Although it... How would half look? The favorite manga I bought today was JoJo Bizarre Adventures. Ooh, nice. Volume 3. So this would be cut off like here. Is that something we want, or will we want to remove that? Or will we rather push this back? How would that look? I feel like if that's one wall, that shouldn't be too bad. Maybe this can then slope into it. Then right here we have the half cut off. Then we can then have it spiral out at the top. Okay. Just finished reading and it was so good. The artist is the best I've ever seen and hardcover is very nice. Hey, good. Yeah, okay. This, I think, is the base of what we want to do done. I think now we could probably only go forward. Which by forward, I mean start actually getting some blocks placed in. The question comes in is now colors. Obviously, we have the prime set for tomorrow. That's good. All of this is going to be what's happening tomorrow. All of this is going to be the blocks for these. Excuse me. And now we also need to decide. I'm going to sneeze again, 1 sec. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, there's a hole there. Going to a theme park again. Ooh, nice. So we build it here. Build the wall here. The arch can go here. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you, Tanjo. Thank you, SF. Yes, I think we build in the first bit of the wall. This is important because this will give us a guide of where each block is going to need to go for the gradient, which is important. Because without that, we're not going to have a consistent gradient. So I'm going to load up on my gradient. Let's scrap these. Mushroom stems, by far the worst block to gather here. That and calcite. Calcite is really annoying to gather. Okay, so we've now got the blocks. Let me grab my shears. Grab the appropriate tools. There we go. There we go. Right, we go diorite. It will go diorite. Then I think with mushroom stem, we double check. I did have my... Where did I switch my block palette? Let me go get my photo of my block palette. But I do think we're going to switch it slightly for the pillars. So yeah, diorite, mushroom stem. Oh, why did my chat go? What those? What are those circle hole things on the large pillars? Oh, they're just the outline. I'm not filling them in, but those are the pillars. The whole, that will be one like solid pillar. It's just, it's at the moment it's hollow just because it's easier. So mushroom stem, then concrete, then that. My Discord doopy doop. I feel like Discord went doopity doop, even though my Discord's closed. Let me just double check what that was. Okay, what was my doopy doop? Okay, so yeah, these are my 5 blocks. We have a lot of them, and we go sleep so we can get the light when we build this. Bonk, sleep. I've also this time purposely made sure that the gradient is very strong. Melting, melting you. Okay, so what we have done, and this is a very deliberate move on my part, is that I've made the block palette very, what's the word, noticeable. See, I'm still not entirely sure how to work this, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Okay, so here, that we want it here. So I just want to do maybe a 3x3, do a 1x5, it's like here. So first we're going to start off. Well, actually, let me block. So this ground level is 145. And where the top is going to be is all the way up here. Let's say here. But let's also do like minus. So that would be 221. Then we just get my calculator here. Hey, welcome, Jazz. So what we want to do is minus, to get the height, do that 145 minus 221, which will give, oh no, it didn't work. Why? I hate this calculator. 145 minus 221. Actually, always do the bigger number first, but that gives us a height of 76 blocks. We then want to divide that by 5. So each level is going to be roughly 15 blocks tall. Let's share this with my friends. You're more than welcome to share my stream with your friends. If anything, it's encouraged. That's 1, 2. That's 4. Or must have been like an oven there. Oh yeah, I bet. I viewed it's been very hot. Okay, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this will be 13. Now we can start add some deviation in. 13, 14, 15. Knock this bit up a bit. Yeah, and that'll be our first one here. Then we'll transition into mushroom stems, which was 15. Let's call that 15-ish. That's 1, 2, that's 4 here. Now we have this big one, and then we go like this. That's 4 again, which is 8. 9, 10, 11. Now let's start adding in some deviations here. We want to add some deviation because if we don't add deviation, it's just going to look... It's not going to blend as nicely. And blending is important. Then we just want to add in the concrete powder. We do just want some like random bits in like this. We didn't do that on the bottom, but I need to go down and do that. Add some like weird little sticky out bits that goes into the concrete just so we can see a bit more of a transition between resources. You love Minecraft? Yay, fair. Okay, how much is that on the... That's about 1, 2... Let's say about 4. Yeah, 4 on this level. And whether it's broken, see, Amphibious, I told Zeus would not be mad. Yeah, I know, but who cares? 5, 8. And then this would be 11, so we can now start putting this in here. And then that would be 13 there. Then we can start adding in some calcite. But with some concrete mixed in. I didn't know there is Minecraft manga until today. Wait, what? There's Minecraft manga? I didn't know that either. So let's say that's 1, 2. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Name pronounced Giselle. It's spelled Giselle. Okay, interesting. I mean, how much levels is that? It's like 7. Then we just keep this on. There's I bought the first one. Ooh, nice. You'll have to let us know if it's any good. Wish it could be my manga. Wish I could read manga. My favorite is Tokyo Revengers. I haven't watched that. I haven't watched the anime, nor have I read the manga, but I've heard a lot about it. And it's supposed to be good. Maybe I'll have to give it a go in the future. Just like many anime, there's a lot of animated mangas I need to give a go, but it's just the whole thing of time. There we go, let's get this in. And this is the very last one. So this will then just cover in where the arch ends. It's very exciting. Ooh, that's good. Okay, now the moment of truth. Does this gradient actually look that good? Well, I do know it looks good, but that actually really fits well there. I really like that gradient. That is nice. Same for now, seem fair. That, I like that. That is a nice gradient right there. That is a gradient done right. Of the height? Yeah, that is the height it's going to be, because that's where the roof is there. Now that is exactly what we want. And honestly, I'm really happy with how that looks. The issue is, and this is a bigger issue, it's going to be the cost of trying... This is going to get expensive. We used a decent amount of resources here. This is going to get expensive very, very quickly. Because we used up... If I just mark these out where we have items, it'll show just how much we've used. Yeah, we've went through about a stack. I've needed just over between a stack or just over each of them. Which is expensive, very expensive. But I do like it. The question is, how do we want these to play with that? I fell. Maybe now we do a bigger segment. Maybe we do this segment here. And now, because we got this bit done, we can use this as a rough guide as to where as so we know where to place the blocks. Let's just get these in place now. We by no means of the stretch, by no means do we have enough resources to finish this build today. Nor do we have the time to finish said build today, because this build is absolutely ridiculously big. And we do not have nor the resources or the time to be doing that. But this is just a start, and this is what we're going to be doing now. It's just going to be picking away at it over and over and over until we eventually get to it. Can you buy barriers, by the way? Barriers? No, I'm a bit confused what you mean by that. Unless you're referring to a mango or something, I'm not really sure. We can just keep... not those. Could it be easier to measure the dimensions if you had it? Collection is 10, 30, and 1 Dragon Ball then. Oh wow, you got quite a bit then. Nice. Then we just want to add some transitional, tough, not this. Barrier blocks? No, I'm confused what you mean by this thing in Minecraft. No, that's a creative mode only thing. Then we can just keep doing this. There we go. And this is a pure survival world, so we don't have stuff like that. Nor can you use it for that anyway. Barrier blocks are typically, unless added, the only use of a barrier block is to stop people from going places, and it's an indestructible block that can only be seen in creative mode. So I don't really know how that'd help. I can serve. Hey, thank you. You love it? Hey, thanks. Okay, so we need to grab this, but where did this start? Oh, it started here, so we just want to move it forward by 1. And then we'll just keep knocking it out, I guess. Wait, I feel like I put that in the wrong place. Let's have a quick look. Oh, there it is. That's where it is. Tomorrow is July the 4th. Hey! Yes it is. I guess I'm gonna sleep now. Kind of tired. Had a pleasant stream. May the 4th be with you, young Padawans. Yep. Thank you for stopping by, Tanjiro. Have a good night. Indeed, may the 4th be with you. Wherever that came. Excuse me, zombie. You're not welcome here, bud. This also just needs to be changed to be forward. That's going to be one of the issues that we're going to have to deal with, but you know, what can you do but deal with it in the current Korea, and it's 3 AM. Oh, very, that's kind of early. Early or late, depending whether you stayed up or woke up early. So it's both early and late at the same time. Boom, 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 boom. We can add in the gradient or the transition later. What time is it here? It's about 8:55. So nearly 9 o'clock or 9 PM, depending how you read your time. Oh, there you go. And we also, yeah, we do need to add more transitions here. We'll do this afterwards, all honesty. I should actually do it now, if I'm being honest. But doing it later is just going to give us some more work. Oh, it's late? Oh, I'm late. Yeah, you're late, okay. Night owl, I see. Let me go grab the dropped blocks. Oh, only one dropped block. Interesting. 11 AM here. Ooh, okay. Understand me? Yes, I understand. I need to build up more, but that's fine. Then we'll just keep this going. Then we'll have the transition to calcite. Calcite is a pain of a block to get because you have very few ways to get calcite. Calcite can only be gathered in 2 places. 2 ways actually, and that is geodes and peak mountains, or stony mountains, and of which stony peaked mountains are some of the rarest, I can't speak, okay. It's one of the rarest one of the rarest biomes in the game, which means, and they only have a small amount of it as well, so it's a pain to gather. Which is also why I gathered offline. Who's your favorite singer? I don't have one. I don't really have favorite singers and stuff like that. Let's just keep this transition nice and smooth. And as we slowly introduce more and more I have. Ooh, who's that? Well, I probably won't know them, but you know, it doesn't hurt to ask. There we go. There we go. And now we just keep going up. Up, up, up and away. It's Kayats? Say? Hey, no problem. SF memes. Oh, it's a girl band? Interesting. No, I can't say I've heard of them, but that's not really surprising. I don't really know my music groups. I know very few bands, let alone music girl groups. Try Loving Italy. Loving Italy. Maybe I'll check it out, but I can't make any promises. Oh my goodness, I got a stupid cough. It's really irritating. I think I just got my throat's just a bit dry, I think, and it's just been a bit problematic. I think after we get this bit of the wall done, I'm gonna go grab a drink. Because it would seem that I'm needing one. Filling this up. Because sometimes I can stream and I'm perfectly fine. Other times I try streaming and I get really dry throat and I need to go get a drink. Hey, welcome back, Sky. How you doing? How are you doing? Start adding this transition in. The sooner we add this in, the better. Because it just makes things look better with a good transition. Wait, which day of... What are the following 2 days? I was thinking Sunday. I might do an AoE stream Sunday. There you go. Amphibious. Hey, welcome, Devler. Welcome. Where is my... Oh, wait a minute. What happened here? Oh, yeah, because this would kind of... This one would go right into this, but due to this, it kind of dissipates. Guess who's back? You would be my guess. And then we have it stopped here because this is where the ceiling... Where the... Not ceiling, but where the roof comes down. So we don't really want it going through... We don't want the walls going through the ceiling because, you know, that's not how ceilings work. There we go. And then we just place this in now with wool, which might be a burnable resource, but yeah. You can call me Sky or Grisel? Grisel? I'll call you Grisel because we already have a Sky. Okay, I like that. Please don't spam Devigrill. Okay, yeah, that is kind of okay. I do feel like it's I'm not sure now about this arch. Obviously, that thing goes into seating. Oh, a Sky person. Yeah, we have 2 Sky people then. We have Twitch Sky and YouTube Sky. And that could be cool. I think we now want to tackle this pillar. The whole plan of today isn't to make amazing progress. It's simply, excuse me, just to get the base concepts done. We don't want anything amazing built. We did run through a lot of resources there though. But get the, who's YouTube Sky? You said Sky, you can call. Yes, you. Yeah, so that should be too bad. Yeah, you are, yeah, you for YouTube Sky. Yeah, so I do like that. I think we want to get this done because the idea is this isn't meant to get everything built in today's episode. It's meant to just be laying the foundations of what we're going to be doing later on. So that wall there is there so we can see what blocks are in where. So we know roughly that the diorite should get up to that level roughly. Then we can say the mushroom blocks should roughly get to this height. And then so on and so on, so we can get that we can get those defined layers to look at and reference from when we build other bits of the wall. Also, we'll just pedagogically expand this. But next, what we want to do is work on this base. I was thinking actually having this as a black to contrast that and make it look like a don't spam. Make it look like a more of a what's the word? Solid base. So what we're gonna do, I'm going to quickly go AFK. I'm gonna go make a drink because my throat's pretty dry. So I'm gonna BRB and I will be back in a second. So BRB. mind. Okay, I'm back. Doop. Okay. Hopefully nothing too much from them. Right. But now I'm gonna go back to Twitch. Hey. Okay. Okay, well, I did warn you. Okay, let me put you in timeout. Go to Amphibious is back. Hey, thank you. Let's see, I want to call you. Okay, YouTube's guy or Jazz? No, you don't ask for phone numbers, nor do you put your phone numbers in. And not putting your phone number in is a good idea. You're not doing that. That's not happening. That is not really an appropriate question to be asking here. Okay. Have some basalt. We want black blocks. So that, maybe this, maybe that. Maybe some of this. I believe that's gonna be too dark though. My issue with blackstone is that, oh, what on earth? I went way back. Excuse me. My issue with blackstone is that it's far too black. But it might work. We might actually be able to mix that in. So we could, in theory, let's just knock this out. We got 3 blocks. That should be enough for this. Let's do that. There we go. There you go. I think Amphibious equals Master Builder. Hey, thank you. So maybe we want something like this. Then into this. Something like that should look good. Let me see. How's that for a guide on where to place it? And any that says anyone that says I'm lying, so wrong. Yeah. Clearly they haven't seen my bills. And I'm not arrogant. I'm not that arrogant. I'm glad you like my builds. I put a lot of time into my builds. A lot of time indeed. Because, you know, they must look good. That is the most important thing about them. They must look good. Okay. So yeah, this is going nicely. You haven't been motivated from MC recently? Yeah, I get that. I also do from time to time have dips in motivation. But the good thing is you can always come back to the server. The server's not going to go anywhere. So you can just take breaks, pop in and out, don't have to worry. Hi. Don't spam. If you spam, you will be timed out. I don't want to warn you again. Hey, you're testing me here. You will get timed out. I'd rather not, but I will. Thank you. It's bad etiquette to spam in people's streams. Imagine you save up, but it gets deleted tomorrow. Well, it shouldn't do. Well, it's not gonna get deleted. If I have any say in it, it's not gonna get deleted. I also have backups. I have backups of backups, so even in the unlikely case that something goes wrong, it's, you know, not gonna be the end of the world. So sorry. That's no problem. I do have a question for you, YouTube Sky. Or then they're going to say, oh yes, then they're going to say. by any... How old are you? Just out of curiosity. How old are you? If you don't mind me asking, of course. I know that is purely if you feel comfortable. 18. Okay. Well, as your elder, let me give you a little bit of advice. Don't go giving your phone number to people in public spaces. That's not a good idea. Also, try to be respectful of streamers' chat. A lot of them have enough to deal with without people spamming. As much as it might seem like harmless fun, it does tend to get overwhelming for a lot of streamers. So try to be considerate of that. Hey, welcome. Rig. Welcome, Rig. How are you doing? Welcome to stream. How are you doing? Oh, I ran out of deep slate. Let me go grab some more. I wasn't expecting to build out of these blocks, so I didn't have a bunch. I don't have a lot of them on hand. What, you got rid of me? No, I only temporarily timed you out. If I really wanted to get rid of you, I would just on YouTube hide from channel, which makes your comments completely invisible. Oh, it's Devagrill, okay. Well, you do know that botting or using multiple accounts is not exactly technically breaking terms of service. But see, now I can just ban you in this one. There we go. Goodbye. I don't get what is with people making alts and stuff just to be obnoxious. And just trying to, just ruin people's day. It's like, I don't get it myself, honestly. Like, most of these people, he should have kept their mouth shut. Yeah, telling me who they were is not exactly the smartest idea, honestly. Getting timed out from someone's stream and then proceeds to go into an alternate account and then says, it's me, isn't exactly very, smart. It really isn't smart at all. Yes, I'm a higher spy and he just says I'm the spy. Yeah, it's just like, that doesn't make any sense. Hello. You do this again and you will be timed out. Okay. Clearly you didn't want to be respectful, so I'm sorry, not sorry, you got timed out. You were warned what happened, and yep. All I was asking is for you to be respectful to the people who are streaming, and clearly that wasn't. I think he was bored. Yeah, but being bored is one thing, but if you've been specifically asked not to do something, and I gave him warnings on it like not long ago, to then just go and continue to do it, it's rather disrespectful. Because when I'm trying to talk to people, having the chat, your superior Skype, yeah. When I'm trying to have a chat with other people in stream, and the chat, obviously we have had Anne and Ice King spam, but then the difference with that was, it was when the chat was dead, and if they saw someone come in and start speaking, they would stop it so they could see, so we could see what other people were saying. And by that point, I don't mind it. But the issue is now we are having a consistent conversation, and it's happening. Also, they also asked for permission, so, and I said it was fine at that time. And if I asked them to stop, they would. Whereas, that wasn't the case there. Which is a shame, 'cause I don't like banning people. The second reason you don't mind is because it's ice. He is ice. well, yeah, I know, obviously I know ice, but I also know that if I ask him to stop, he will. That's the other thing. I know if I wanted him to stop and I asked him, he would. Whereas the YouTube guy, I was asked, he apologized for doing it just to do it again. Which, in my opinion, invalidates the apology, because obviously you're not sorry if you just go and do it again. But, you know, this is one of the things you have to deal with in streaming. I think Jasky Sky, the she, well, I say she and that, well, they, them, whatever they go by, really weren't respectful. Also, the fact asking for a phone number is kind of a big no-no. You don't ask for people's phone numbers online. That's weird. Very weird. And it might, you know, this might just be me asking for your number, by the way. Yeah, I did see. You know, the first thing I go to, yes, it's bad, and maybe they didn't have bad intentions, but the first thing I think of is what do they want that for, and what intentions they have to do with said information. You know, I just automatically go to malicious. Yes, it's probably not. It's not always going to be, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. Okay, I like that. That as the base works really well. So now what we want to do is place in, build in the, where did I put my chests? Yeah, what we want to do now is build in the, what's it call it? We want to now build in the support pillar. Issue support pillar, I'm not sure what to build out of. A bit of me thinks it should be the same as this. But at the same time, I feel like having a different block could be nice. Just a 13-year-old has 18. Well, in that case, that's very wrong. That is very wrong. And borderline predatory. Granted, the only thing you can plead there, she could plead that she didn't know your age, which is true, but it is dodgy. I think there should be a big window like in the church. Yeah, she didn't know. Yeah, that is the thing, she doesn't know, which is kind of a weird gray area in that point. Yeah, so we definitely need, what's that pillar be? A big window. Yeah, I want to do lots of windows in this thing. And then we can have like mirrors, so we can like build patterns in the windows using stained glass. It needs to be a different colored block. But the issue is, what block should that be? Welcome, Val. Welcome, Val. Yeah, so I was thinking of a block here. I think, what is it? Maybe quartz? As annoying as quartz is to get, could look nice. So let me just go gather some quartz. We should have some down in stockpile, but I'm not going to use my stockpile one. Well, again, you prefer Darville? Well, funny thing for you. Funny for you. Goodbye. Again. Stop making alts. There's better things to do with your time. Now, where can I hide from channel? Hi, yo. Goodbye. Maybe use the thing from... Oh, yeah, well, we already used those. We used that up here. That's those blocks there. Those blocks already been used. Well, I was thinking quartz. Yeah, let me go try some quartz. I should have iron in here. We might need to increase our villager production, honestly. I've been meaning, it is something I need to do, and I've kind of been on my agenda for a long time. I need to work on these guys again, get these guys upgraded and whatnot. Okay, use the amethyst in the build. What goes well with deep state, if you ask? Okay, use amethyst in the build. That goes well with deep state, if you ask me. Yeah, I think it could be nice as accent colors, but I think as the entire pillars made out of amethyst might be a bit too much purple. And another issue we got there is that's going to be a pain to gather. This is not the best way to get quartz. Not the entire... Yeah. Accents, maybe. But accents is something we'll do later on during the build. I think the main focus now is mainly just to get... I want to just get the baseline in. That way we can then see what it's going to look like. And then we can move on to that stuff later on. Once we get the basic stuff done. Then we can do the detailing, the accents. I'm out of emerald and I'm... Okay. This might not be enough, but it should do. What we're going to do though, I am going to go and smelt this quartz because I want smooth quartz. But definitely is acting like a new Team Fortress 2 file that keeps disguising. Yeah. They joined, they're like, haha, I prefer this name, and then pretty much reveal their identity, which is kind of backwards. I'm thankful they reveal themselves because it takes the effort. I don't have to go, well, it makes life easier for me because I can just outright, as soon as he says I'm this person, I can just time them. Well, I'm not even timing him out, I'm just straight up banning him. Because I don't need stuff like that, honestly. I've got enough, I had enough headaches with people like that in the past. So I've learned my mistake. There's no point being patient or giving them second chances. I've done that before and it usually doesn't go well. We can now sing everyone, and everyone bites the dust. Yeah, we can. That we most definitely can. So now we have pillars here, here, and like here. Do we do that corner as well? I think we do a little bit of this corner, maybe? Yeah. For every other count made, another one bites dust, and then another one, and another one gone. Yeah. Which is why I'm pretty sure, if I had to guess, he's probably a kid. And it's just like, I don't get this. I find, especially here in the UK, the behavior and use are getting really problematic. Very destructive. And I don't understand it. Honestly, like, everyone's just chilling. I know, especially on the internet, they've gone very... A lot of kids are very toxic online. And I don't understand why. Personally, I don't know why that has become as much of a thing as it has now. Oh, I do like the quartz. The quartz is nice. I will say it's a very sharp transition there, which is what we want. Maybe because we've done that, we might want to come over here, grab this. Let me go get a stone cutter, cut some of this up. Unless I have some already pre-cut. Let's go have a look. Got some stairs, but not much. There you go. Make those like that, stairs like that. That's the one thing I question. I question one of my friends, why is he toxic online? He also rages and rage quits games very fast, by the way. Yeah, I just don't see why myself. It's just like, firstly, okay, I have been angry. I think it's natural. everyone at some point has been angry. But did I just a sec? Have I pop up now? But it's just so, you know, it's just so yeah, tiring to be angry all the time. Oh, you made another. Well, see, fun fact. Yes, you've made another account and it's easy to do so. Deleting your message doesn't stop me from banning you. And also, you also underestimate how stubborn I can be. I'm gonna keep doing it. And everyone bites the dust. Yep, that is the case. So, yeah, it's just like they keep trying announcing themselves because all they want is a reaction. So, you know, we're just not gonna react. We're just gonna not have freakouts. We're just going to, you know, put them in timeout and then we move on. Because at the end of the day, the only reason they're doing this is because they want a reaction. And as soon as you don't give them that reaction, they'll get bored. Sure, like they said, they can keep creating accounts constantly. And yeah, it's free, you can do that, but if it's not going to give them the satisfaction, by not doing it, we're not giving them the satisfaction of me getting annoyed. Little Timmy being annoying and bored and wants to react. Exactly. I'm back. Hey, welcome back, SS. Why is MC... I don't know. It's really good, though. We had one person. He comes in, he's spammed, so we timed him out. And he's come back with like 3-4 alt accounts. But we keep banning him. And we're just saying how it's... I don't know what it is at the moment, but a lot of the younger generation are becoming very toxic, and we're just saying how we don't really understand why that's the way it is. Why be that way when you can just be chill? So now, as we say, and everyone bites the dust. Yeah. Must be an annoying child. Yeah. But it's just like, you could be doing anything. And like, I've seen this online, it's a lot. Well, I don't play voice, any games with open voice chat very much. But on VR, for example, I played Onward VR, which is like a military sim. And the kids on there, the language and how toxic they are is insane. And it's just like, why? It's just insanity, and I'm like, kind of puts me off playing the game, if I'm being honest. And like being told to commit senkuku or to end yourself is a consistent thing that you will hear, and it's just like, these kids aren't even half my age, and they're saying stuff like that. Insanity. Or do I go for stone? Actually, I might go for stone. Like, 3 account bans is crazy, I know. But the funny thing is, he comes into the chat and then announces that he's back. It's like, I am back, and it's just like, okay, thank you for telling us. And then we just ban him. And it's just like, maybe you shouldn't announce it next time. Amp over here in Belgium, kids here, I usually don't. Over here in Belgium, the kids here, I usually don't do this curse. With sickness. Yeah. Don't do this curse sickness. Yeah, I just don't... Oh, do we have any lightweight concrete? I just can't fathom it, bro. I got jumped by an ad. Yeah, they do be like that. They do be like that. It will pass, though, the ads. There you go. Lightweight. Sadly, we don't have light grey concrete stairs, which is a very specific block, but we'll be back. We'll be nice. We'll be back. I've just read your message and tried to speak at the same time. It doesn't work. Hey, welcome back. You escaped from ad prison. Congratulations. It's good. It's good to see you returned in one piece. Yeah, but I don't get. I honestly don't get it. So what did you say? Oh, I was just reading your comment about it in Belgium. I just don't really understand a lot of kids. Well, I used to work with kids as a voluntary based thing, and we had they were all decent, but there's also a lot of problematic ones, as we found out today. And also, all over my course of streaming, it's been quite a consistent thing. There we go. I like that. I do like the transition with the... Yes! I like this so much. It's so cool. We do need more... I also do like the quartz there. Now we have to decide what's going to be this. What are we going to build the arch out of? I would accept Lord Amphibious as the best babysitter or teacher. I was a teacher. I would teach. There we go. Yeah, I do like that. That does look nice there. And obviously then we can just continue this on like this. I would teach first aid and what... I did first aid, so bandaging, how to deal with cuts, stuff like that. Teach you Amphibious. Obviously, I'm not going to say which organization. What do I say? I won't say that's a little bit too personal. I don't want to overshare my information. But yeah, I did do teaching. The first aid, stuff like that. Very important stuff. First aid is something everyone should know. But it's one of those things that a lot of people don't know first aid, and it's kind of concerning. Because it can literally save people's lives if you do it. I want to get that again this year. Because I have to redo my year. I see. Well, all honesty, it's a good thing to be good at. Because first aid could literally save someone's life. Of yours, potentially. So, it's something I would recommend. Bro. Aren't you young to teach? I'm 21. Well, actually, I was 18 when I started doing it. No, I was 16, 18? I was 16, 18 when I started to do it. I no longer do it because it closed down, but... I did it because I just did. I don't really have a reason for why I did it. Teaching isn't even something I have any interest in going into, but I did it. It's one of those things that happens. You don't plan for it to happen, but it kind of happens. 16 is not a little too... no. You'd be surprised. Okay, so we need to decide what do we want this arch to be built out of. The obvious answer would be deep slate, but I feel like I don't want this deep slate because we're gonna have a deep slate roof, and my issue if we have deep slate here is gonna blur them. Imagine if a 16-year-old is teaching 18-year-olds. Yeah, that can be a bit awkward, but you know what, in my case they're all younger than me, so it's fine. How do we incorporate this? Because this is the issue we've got here. It's the fact that the arch there is that this is fine because this will just connect up here and then go out a bit. You can amethyst at the base. Yeah, we could add amethyst to the base there to add a little bit of text color. But I want to get this. Oh, maybe use dark oak. Maybe dark oak might look cool. Amethyst the base. Yeah, I also don't think I've got amethyst. I really don't think I've got much amethyst here. Where's my odd block? Oh, okay, I got 3 pieces of amethyst. Yeah. That might have to be something we try later. So I should have a decent chunk of dark wood. Spruce. Dark oak? Yeah, okay, we should have a decent... Not... Let me actually empty my inventory without the other stuff. But what? Did you beep? Am I tripping? I could just be tripping. I could just be hallucinating. What are you gonna do with all that room you get from building the castle? Honestly, no idea. Zero idea whatsoever. I do not know what I'm gonna do with all this room. I'm gonna grab some spruce. Also gonna grab some more of that. I have no clue what I'm gonna do with all this room, because there is a lot of it. What? Yeah, I don't plan that far ahead. So we place this like here. That like that. That maybe into that. Into that maybe? Or would it be better the other way? Oh, where's my axe? Where do be me axe? Wait, where did I put me axe? Oh. Oh, it's probably in my ender chest. Grab the wood. Because we wouldn't be here without it. Oh, that's a terrible joke. I'm gonna walk myself out. Just kidding. Because I'm the only one here. Here you see a 21-year-old with his stuff together, building a way too big castle to know what to do with the space. Oh, I'm really dead. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because it's cool. Big castle equals cool. Maybe we go dark oak and no, not dark oak. Yeah, dark oak into spruce. That's still dark oak. Wow, I love how amazing that is. Yes, okay, we do like that. What about we strip it? Stripping it kind of goes very dull, but I don't really want stripped. Yeah, so we want to go dark oak into spruce into that. Cool. Ah, yes, valid reason we're male, so only reason. Yeah, exactly. What better thing to do than build a castle? I was like, you go to a beach, what do? You dig a hole. Because what else would you do on the beach other than dig a hole? The holy hole to end all holes. Because, well, actually, don't dig a big hole, because that's very dangerous. And many people have lost their lives to digging a hole in the sand and getting buried alive. So that I do not condone that. That's a bad day. That's a very, 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 very bad day. So let's not do that. But you know what I mean. It's fun. Just not when you get buried. That's not fun. But moving on. Doesn't exactly. You've got to make the best of castles. You can't make any of this. Oh, I should go my scaffolding. You don't make any of this like small castle stuff. None. You gotta make it big. If I was scaffolding, where'd I be? I'd be in there. Cool. Whee! Zoop. And just like to further prove my point, the person who was coming in and kept made a new account is now gone. Now we stopped. Now we stopped responding. Oh, I'm not giving him the reaction he wants. He's gone. I always make a hole in the beach. Exactly. There's nothing better to do. As long as you fill it in afterwards. Because you don't want some poor guy falling in it. That would be a bad day. For the guy. Not so much for you, but for the guy it's not a nice day. And we're out of scaffolding. But you know, that'll do a big chunk of it. I do feel like we want the transitional block, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to focus on building the raw outline. I need to remember, I need to remind myself, this is but a start. We are not making final details here. The whole point of this is to get the baseline done. Which I need to keep telling myself because I keep forgetting. And I'm like, I want to make it cool. Which I do. I really do want to make it cool, but this is not the time or place to do that. We simply must get it to a suitable location. Also fight the waves, because most of the time I make The castle near the sea and make the fortifications and defense to the castle can survive. Yeah. What? I can't think of a better thing to do at the beach. Honestly, cannot think of a better thing to do. How close to the top is this? Because as soon as this gets closer to the top, yeah. So now we want to add it to transition into the, was it going to be? Oh yeah, now the, wait a minute, I've done this backwards, haven't I? Yep, I've done it the wrong way around. There. I did it wrong. What was that? Why did I go blah? I do not say blah, blah, blah. I built up the wrong block. This needs to be dark oak, not spruce. Okay, right here. Oh, do not say blah, blah, blah. Why did that amuse me all of a sudden? I didn't even like the film. My dad's most of the time looking for some good ways then our bases can join bases because my big bro joined in an activity. Ah, that's nice. The whole gang's doing it. That's cool. I haven't been to the beach in ages because I don't like sand. The sand, I do not like sand. I'm like Anakin, I don't like sand. It is irritating and it gets everywhere. I'm just Anakin. I don't like sand. It's irritating and it gets everywhere. Anakin, panicking. Oh, I like Star Wars. I don't really like the newer films though. Well, no, I like the new Mandalorian. The new Mandalorian was great. What I don't like is the new prequels, so like Rey Skywalker. Oh, well, Rey, not Skywalker, but Palpatine and all that jazz. I don't like that. Whee! I was once dating a I presume you meant eating, not dating. I don't think you can date a sandwich. Sat on the beach and got sand in my sandwich, so I had a literal sandwich. Oh, I know your pain. There is nothing worse. I didn't want to do that. Oh. Yeah, you can't date a sandwich. If you were dating a sandwich, I would have many questions for you. No doubt there's been somebody who has, but it would definitely be a first that I heard about it. And I would have a lot of questions for you about that. Jump down here. How does that look? I mean, don't you date a sandwich on a random Tuesday? I can't say I do, honestly. I can't say I do. Whee! Ow. Whoop. Oh, missed. Grab. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleepy, sleepy, sleep. There we go. Now we can get day. We have a better view when it's lit up. Ow. That was not the plan. What? Why is my rocket lasting so long? That lasted like weirdly long. No, you can't really see the gradient there, can you? No, not really. It's very subtle, but it is there. I do think that looks nice. I do like the I will say I do like the spruce wood, the dark oak, spruce wood, and planks. I think you got some of my fireworks, I think, because I use level 3s. Nope, mine are just that I only use level 1s. Yeah, okay, that is definitely what we want. Obviously, this arch bit up there, I need to chisel that block away. And we also need to kind of rebuild on the other side. Well, we both do and don't, because it's going to get removed anyway. Yeah, okay, this is looking exactly how I want it to. The roof, I'm going to leave. We definitely want the outside had a massive sand space. That would be. Maybe we could put them into the Muriel. But that is pretty cool. Once that's built, The issue with that is that's just going to take an absolute butt ton of resources, because quartz is a pain and annoying to deal with. But I am liking the base of it. I think you should do like a fan game stream again. Yeah, I only have one issue with Undertale fan games, and that's the fact that they're blimming insane. Some of the fan games are so ridiculously hard, and it's just like out of the realm of possibilities for me to even get close to beating them. Or I get close and it's like, oh, welcome to phase 6, and then he goes super sane and absolutely annihilates me and wipes the floor with me. But maybe we might look into it. Yes, that's kind of coming together now. I do like this. I don't know. I guess I feel weird at the moment because there's no roof. But in my issue with the roof, I want the roof to be textured, because if we do the roof like these roofs here, all one color is going to look bland. I also maybe think we have like mini windows in these. We also maybe big windows in the roof, just so we can get like some more details that look at inside in the roof. But obviously we're going to build from the ground up. The important thing is getting this connected, because that's going to connect into the roof. Which means, yeah, it's going to be trying to get the texturing and whatnot into that. I think that's what's looking weird. I think this is what's putting me off this, which is simply because we're out of quartz. I don't have any more. Do I have any more? Let me actually empty my inventory first. I'm leaving all the resource and use up here, so I know where to get it. There we go. If my own OC Universe UT fan game was created, which might happen because I'm learning coding and Blender, because that guy has 7 different faces, each getting harder. But that's the only sans I see. That could be cool. Yeah, some of them are insanely difficult. I'm also kind of finding it hard to find new ones that are any good. I did find one that looked cool until I played it. I'm like, I can't play this on stream because it's not safe for work. That wasn't fun. I tried to play a little bit of them off camera first just to get a feel for it. Because I would try building the entire UT map. Hey! Yeah, fair. What did I come down here for? Quartz. I feel like I have my own quartz chest. Yes, we did. Okay, we can make some quartz. It's gonna pain me to craft them because it is expensive, but who cares? My soul. That hurts my soul. I just spent so much on this. My poor quartz. Oh, what have I done? I've just spent all my quartz on making it. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, the pain. Okay, come back here, minecart. I need to load you up with the smooth stone. I want to make them smooth. Okay, and land here. Also, even like trading wise, it takes a while because they cost so much emeralds. And I can only get 12 per trade, which is really bad, actually. After this one, I think we're going to start transitioning into the smooth stone one. One thing I wonder, isn't it hard to make a Vtuber model yourself? Yes and no. Make yourself a basic model? No. Making yourself a basic model is really easy. Making a high quality one, on the other hand, is really hard. Making a high quality model is really hard. Making a basic one like mine is relatively easy. But it's going from these high quality, going from my quality to high quality, that's what's hard. Because you need to have art skills and be artistic, which, yes, I'm artistic in some sense, but not in those, like, I can do Minecraft, no problem, but stuff like that, I can't do. That's beyond me. So yeah, it's both yes and no. I mean, most women VTubers with jiggle physics and blinking and animated stuff the entire time. Yeah, well, so the animated stuff is just the tracking on their face. The image itself isn't. Well, I think they can add like sway and stuff like that, but for the most part, the moving around is them themselves moving. But I don't watch those, by the way. But neither do I. Well, I watch one VTuber, but she isn't too bad. And stuff like that. They're a very nice VTuber though. Yeah, that's all. But then most of that isn't the art itself. That's rigging. Rigging, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure I could get. With enough practice, I'm pretty sure I could rig. I mean, like a cyborg thing with most moving parts. That's not the face. Yeah, might be difficult, yeah. But like, rigging itself is something I could probably do because it's all number based. Oh, I'm out. It's all number based. It's you give it a set parameter the which it can move, and then you can control everything about it. So you can tell it how much to move, when to move, how you can then activate triggers to do it. I can do well with a bit of learning. I'm pretty sure I could do that. What I can't do is the actual drawing. If you want a V2 model, when I'm gonna start YT, I'll ask you to help. I'll be more than happy to help. Okay, so I think once we get closer to the top, like maybe we bring it up a bit more. But I actually want to transition back into maybe a darker block. It's right here. Obviously, now we have the issue. If I wanted a model, it would be my MC skin. Hey, fair. Good to keep it consistent. I'll give you that. So we want the black blocks now. Whee! But and bonkifid? I don't know what you mean there. I don't think the translation works too well. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Yeah, we'll give it. So it's got these. Let me grab some, not qubit. Oh yeah, you don't want it cube. You don't want it literally like your Minecraft avatar. You want it to be unique, more humanoid, more like mine, like an actual more person-looking person. Okay, so first off, we want to have this go out one. So let me just do something like this. So we would have this. Above this. How does that look? Not bad. But then we wanted to transition into a solid, so maybe we then go out a bit like here. Obviously now we can't do it properly because this side hasn't been done, but you know. Wait, wasn't your job something like painting? Oh no, not painting. But I don't have a job because the job market absolutely sucks. But what I want to go into is streaming is my hobby that I would like to turn into a job, but it isn't my job. But I would like to do is horticulture or planting. So I can see the miss and I can see the confusion. Planting as in plants rather than not painting though. I'm not artistic enough, nor do I have the talent to do that. I like plants. Plants I can do, because plants simple, well, they're not simple at all, but I know how to keep the plants alive and happy and make more plants out of plants, and then I can grow my great plant empire so that I can rule the world one day with plants. Nah, just kidding. I like plants, but I'm not going to rule the world with them. There can only be one lord, one gardener to rule them all. That would be a cool rendition. Samwise Gardener. I would never beat Samwise though. He is obviously the best gardener there is. He is the gardener to end all gardeners. Gonna turn into Amphibious Ivy. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about Poison Ivy. Yeah. At this rate, yeah, I guess I would turn into her. Wait, that's a her. But yeah, I guess that would be a... Is that a bad day or a good day? I don't know. Poison Ivy, I don't know what her abilities are. Sit down and talk. Hey, well, we're talking right now. Not about wrestling, though. I'm not really much of a fan of wrestling. Not my cup of tea, personally. Male version, of course. Okay, good. Well... I don't mean... how can I phrase that better? I don't know. But anyway, ignoring that and moving on. How does this look? This should look okay. The idea is... Then we can maybe add even black here. And the idea is that should just add a nice bit of contrast. Maybe we could even have a colored block. Maybe like Amethyst. Just so we can get that to look cooler. Is it really you again, bud? Is it you again? Is it you? Because if it is... If this is you, if this is the person I think it is, you sure took your while coming up with a new name. I mean, if I had to change genders for a superpower, I would, except it's not something... If it's something good, not like immortality. Yeah, I think the issue with immortality that people kind of neglect is that immortality is just as much a curse. Immortality is as much of a curse as it is a superpower. At least in my opinion. Just calm down here. Calm down, I'm here to just sit and watch this time. Well, as you haven't confirmed who you are, you can sit down and just watch. Just don't you pull any funny business. And I ain't afraid to pull down the banhammer again. Yeah, but I would hate to have immortality. Yeah. Because, yes, the problem with immortality is it could very easily be used against you. Because it means you cannot die, but you can still feel pain. To feel pain and to not die, depending if something happens, you could be stuck in an infinite cycle of torture and pain, because every time it would end you, you just come back to life. Is a very horrible thought. I'd watch all your friends if I die as they... yeah, that's a bad day. You can get stuck in a volcano. I would question what you're doing inside the volcano to begin with, but yeah. Although I guess you would just be perpetually unconscious, which that I don't know. I wouldn't want to test it. I'll say that much. It would be a bad day. Okay, it doesn't really make much of a difference here. You don't really see it, but then you are looking at the wrong direction. And someone throw you in, you can't get out because it's molten rock. Well, the good thing is you can walk on it. You wouldn't really sink, which is the good thing. So in theory, you could get out. Well, the climbing out bit would be the hard bit. You can walk on lava. Yeah, lava is very... Well, if it's rock, your buoyancy will be enough that you float. Basically, you can walk on it. Whether you'd want to test, well, you should be able to walk on it. Would I recommend it? No. For obvious reasons, I would not recommend it whatsoever. But theoretically, yes, you would. You would slowly begin to sink over time. But for you, as long as you keep moving, in theory, you wouldn't sink. Because of how dense the lava is. Because end of the day, it's not like water. Water has a lot of air in it. which is why I believe. I think that's why you sink. I don't know the exact scientific reason, but I believe that's why you sink, is because there's so much air in it. Whereas if you add like salt into it, it makes the water more buoyant, which means you can then float in it without needing to do anything. I'll take a stroll in lava, lose my feet, but it's nowhere near stopping. Oh yeah, you know, I would take walking on lava over stepping on Lego any day. Let's be honest here. Lego was the true most painful thing you can ever do. Standing on Lego, there's only one other thing that comes close to it, and that is stepping on a charger, phone charge, or like head plug that you use to plug in like devices. That hurts. That really hurts. Well, see, now you just confirmed to me who you are, which means for every right I should just time you out again. Ban evasion is kind of against the rules, you know? Ban evasion is very much against the rules. Where is... I need to bring my stone cutter up here instead of coming up and down and up and down and up and down. Right up, like the path that you put into the wall. Or the bit the bit you put into the wall. That hurts. I stood in that once. That was a very painful day, that was. And it was in the dark, so I didn't see it coming. That day, it was bad. Rip bounce feet. Yeah. I've also stepped on a small nail before. That was a bad day. That hurt. And I had to pull it out. That was not... I hate elytras in water because it doesn't deactivate your elytras. So as soon as you touch air, you go flying back up. So I think right here, we'd want this. And then we start building this pillar, which is going to go up and then connect up to this. Well, I wanted to connect there because that's what we want. There's no reason, really, because it should look... Well, the only reason is because it'll look cool. Which is kind of the most reasons for you to... Well, that's why you do anything in Minecraft, because it looks cool. You build because you want it to look cool. There is no deep meaning, I don't think. Well, I guess you can add deep meaning to it, but not for me. I sometimes step on a coal that hurts like anything, but we use a stove or something to keep us from using wood and coal. If you know what I mean. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Okay, so maybe we should actually have this a little bit more transitional. I don't think this is transitional enough, honestly. Like this, like this. How does that look? Ah, don't have my elytra on. Ow! I wasn't wearing my elytra. Ow! I live in an ancient farmhouse. Ooh, nice. Okay, I do think that could look good. Do anything though? Well, you didn't do anything now, but you've been you have done things. Well, we told you not to spam, and you continue to spam. Then you were ban evading, which is also against the rules. Evading bans is not within the rules. So to say you didn't do anything wrong is not very. Like almost my entire street used to be farmland. Oh, that's cool. I do like that. Or maybe no, I got an idea. Let me just to add a bit more texture, to add a bit of depth. Let's remove this. There's a farm really close to my house. Hey, nice. They're similar to the UK. A lot of the well, not UK. A lot of Wales is farmland and farming. Although farming is in decline due to stupid government and people in charge, but it is in decline. But you know, it is nice when it lasts. For how much longer, I do not know. There you go. Because believe it or not, farming in the UK is very unprofitable. Being a farmer, you do not make much money. Which is crazy since, you know, farming is kind of the... If it wasn't for farmers, we wouldn't have food. Yet it's a really poorly paid job. Which is kind of insane to think about, you know? Did you guys get your vegetables? Most of our stuff's imported, but we do have some stuff grown. Most of our vegetables are imported, but we do grow some of our own. I grow my own. I grow my own in my house. In my garden. Okay, and that's why you got timed out last time. You know, some people never change. And everyone bites the dust. Indeed, let me just meet Dar. I want to see what he actually said. The biscuit? Yeah. But what does that even mean? I'm so confused. What does that even mean? Oh, it's Dutch for amphibious. It's literally, okay, it's Dutch for amphibious. So he literally just spams my name over and over. Yeah, it's just Dutch for my name. So, like, why even spam it? Like, it's just, you know, it's purely reactionary. That's all it is. It's reactionary. Who's talking my language? Apparently so, yeah. See, like, it's all that. This just proves my fact. It's all reactionary. That's all they want out of it. It is. Hey, it is I. Welcome, Alex. Long time no see. How you been doing? Quite good, I hope. Okay, we definitely want to put in this to carry going up. Maybe we translate. No. Maybe we actually use this now. We got a chance. Maybe only use half of this. What looks better? This? What are you building today? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I am building a very cool thing that I've been working on for a lot. Well, I've been talking about doing for a long time, and it's finally here. We are building. We are building the castle. I am building my castle. Finally. It took time. This thing has been a long time in the making, but we are now finally building the full scale of the castle, which is really cool, and it's looking really cool. I'm really liking how it's coming together. Let me go sleep, because it looks better when it's light. Lighting it up is going to be difficult without it looking busy. We do not want it to look busy, because that's not what we want. There we go. At first, from the frame, I thought it's going to be a factory. Yeah, it kind of does look that way to begin with. But it is a castle. It's a very unique castle, I'll say that. It is very unique, but it's like a castle slash church looking thing. But then that's kind of the cool style my base been on. Castle on. Yep. We are building very cool things. Very, very cool things. I might actually put a layer of the roof in here, because this is where this is the level the roof's gonna be at. So it'll just give us an idea that I think your mob farm looks like a death ray. Yeah, it kind of does, but now it's more of a blimp now. Oh, What's that? Land. No, land. Okay, go here. I'm really good at flying, as you can tell. Yeah, it's less Death Rain now. It's more of it looks a lot more blimpy now, but that has been finished. Except the fans don't work. The fans are broken. I need to fix the fans, but I haven't fixed them because I'm procrastinating fixing them because fixing them's a pain. Because creepers. Need to say anymore. And then Halloween, you make it spooky. Equip the vampire skin. Tango, you sing your blah blah blah. Yeah. My only issue with that, decorating this to make it look spooky that would be a lot of work, so I probably wouldn't do it. You know, that's also considering that's under the idea that this will be done before October. I don't know if I'll finish building this before October because it is a really big build. These aren't going to be permanent. I'll probably remove these when I start building the rest of it. But I want this in now just so I can get a bit of an idea what it looks with its roof on. At least from the front view there. I want to see what it's going to look like. Because that is very valuable information. And annoyingly, the only way to get that information is by actually filling it in. And we'll probably delete this because we need a tech. I want to do something special with the roof. I want the roof textured and looking nice. I'll say that info if you do it for $1. Oh, well, you see, I don't have any dollars. We do pounds in the United Kingdom, so I don't actually have any to my name. Sadly, I do have diamonds. Anyone banning game action yet? No one's done that yet. Although I probably wouldn't recommend it this time because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be live. My plan for today was to finish at what was the time? 10 o'clock. Obviously now it's 10:15 because I'm kind of enjoying myself. But I'm also trying to limit myself because if I don't, I end up doing too much and getting burnt out. But I just want to get this pillar bit here done before we end up stream for today because I want to get a nice I just want to see how this is potentially going to look in the future. So getting it done is kind of just important, I guess. Because I like being able to see what it's going to look like when it's done. And the only way to do that is to kind of partially build it. Okay. Oh, I like that. The connection to the roof there is really nice. I know it's simple. It's a very simple connection. But I think that's a very nice connection. Remember when that guy from Stream Chat helped me in Phasmophobia and I guessed demon when it was a demon? Yeah, I remember that. Good times. You're actually the first streamer I found that makes good builds. Hey, thank you. Yeah, you know, there isn't many actually. You know, for the amount of like building tutorials and stuff out there, actively freehand builders, there's not many. There really isn't many. But you know, everyone has their own skills and weaknesses. Obviously, then if you come over this side, it's rather hideous because it has no side. That world, and I'm making the underground from UT. Yeah, you are in that world. Also, this will just bring so much life. You do a lot. I like your vids on YouTube. Hey, thank you. And I will say we do have more videos on the way. I have got 2 videos ready to upload. They're gonna be releasing the week after next because I'm not gonna be live for like But I'm not going to be live for 8 days, which is the biggest break I've had in a long time. So I'm putting... You saw the previews. Hey, nice. You saw these sneak peeks. So all of those will be going live that week when I'm off for 8 days. It might even be... The thing is, it's 8 days off. It might even turn to 9. I'm not sure. A comment in the previews. Oh, I haven't seen those yet. But did I see it yet? I don't know. I might have. I might not. I don't know. But anyway, I think this is where we're going to call it for today. I'm trying not to get burnt out. I think tomorrow we'll do a bit of a longer stream. I'm a bit tired today. I don't know why. So I think tomorrow I might see about doing a longer stream. And actively maybe getting more of this done. I am rethinking the art. I'm not entirely sure on the art here anymore. But you know, maybe after you finish that, you'd upload the building vid. But yeah, we do have, I'll give, because you got, may as well give you a bit of a hint. One of the visuals is the building of that blimp. It's going to be building that. So one of them is a Minecraft video on building the blimp, and one is a Doki Doki video. Whether this get turned into a video purely depends on how fast I build it and how much we get done. I'm not gonna put this all in one video because simply it's just gonna be too much. But I also think I don't know if I can get enough done by then and edit it before I have to go away. So yeah, I haven't done it. I finished off editing it today, so I've got 2 done. But yeah, see you in a century. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please keep following and subscribing. And if you have done so already, thank you very much. I will be live again tomorrow with some more Minecraft. And yeah, about 7 to 8 p.m. BST, as usual. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for being in chat, everyone. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye. No, I said bye. You do not get to say the last bye. Bye-bye.